video. This video is going to be a continuation of the video I posted last week. Last week's video was getting way too long. It's like an hour and a half, and I'm not sure about you, but I don't like watching 1.5 hour videos, like an hour videos. I don't like spending that much time on the computer, even though sometimes I do anyway, editing videos. So this is just a continuation of last week's video. At the end of this video, where the videos pop up on my other videos pop up on the end screen, my last week's video will be on the end screen. So if watch this whole video and then go back if you haven't already watched last week's video, or skip to the end of this video, watch last week's video and then watch this video. But however you do it, this video we're going to be working on taking parts off again. I'm going to have another fellow YouTuber come on the channel today, which is pretty exciting. He's going to help me with the electrical part. As some of you might know, electrical systems are sometimes a little tricky. So he's an electrical expert, so he's going to come out and help me with my electrical system. Basically right now we're taking off all the electrical components. So, and I want him out here because he's going to help me rebuild the wiring harness. I want him out here just so he knows where all the wires go. So he's going to help me with that. We're also going to be putting the tires back on. And next week, we're going to be power washing this tractor to get all the dirt and grime off. So if you like that kind of stuff, hit subscribe, and I hope you enjoy this video. Alright, so I cleaned up my tools and stuff, but instead of cleaning up this, like I said I'm still gonna do that. Maybe not in this video. Maybe next video we can focus more on cleaning stuff up rather than taking stuff off. But I was thinking, why don't we just take off the belt pulley now, and then we don't have to worry about it, and then I'll be out of the way, and then we can clean it up. Right, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. There's a cotter pin in this. Okay, so that cotter pin was in there for 75 years and full of rust and dirt and grease. So I had to take it out in chunks. Luckily, I think I got it all out, which I'm happy about that. Now we're going to take out this big bolt here that's holding it in place. So I'm going to see if I can put it in here. Perfect. And get the drill again and see if I can take that out. Okay, so I got the big impact driver here. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so that came off. Pretty hot actually. But it did come off. Use the washer. Now we can take it out of here. Okay, so let's see if it'll come off now. I guess I should have known there's a key in there. So I guess we need a puller. And then we'll pull it out somehow. I wonder if we can make a puller. I don't know. Okay, so it ended up I didn't really need to make a puller, so I took some bolts here and I put them through, and basically there's 2 threaded holes in there. I think it's for the actual puller. And why did I should have looked it up in the service manual, but I didn't want to go all the way inside, so I just put a bolt in. It was pushing against the casting, and it's not the greatest idea, but it looks like it's coming off. So let's see if I can knock it the rest of the way off. Okay, there we go. Now the belt pulley is off. Looks good? Yep. Okay, good. You can see there it's pretty dirty, but hey, this is in a pretty good shape, this belt pulley. So I'm gonna go put this in our pile of parts over there. Well, not pile. The spot where I keep all my parts, and we can clean it up maybe in a later date. Hey guys, so it's another day, and today I'm gonna work on taking some more parts off, hopefully. But right now, what I'm gonna do is, you can see this is where the exhaust manifold went. So I'm gonna take this after I get all the parts I want off for painting. I'm gonna take the whole tractor frame outside, power wash the whole thing, and then bring it up back inside, finish up cleaning everything up, and then we're gonna primer it, paint it, and see what happens after that. So you can see I don't really want this exposed when I'm power washing it, or when I'm painting it, or when I'm cleaning it. So instead of just putting masking tape on like I had before, I think I'm gonna make a piece of wood that's exactly like the old gasket, and then bolt it on here with the bolts, and then let's do that. Alright, so I have the gasket for the exhaust manifold here. You can see it looks kind of nice. This one's a little worn out actually, but we're going to use it since it was working. So I'm going to trace this on a nice piece of plywood, and then we're going to cut it out and put it on the tractor. So I got a fairly nice piece of plywood here. I could have used the worst one, but since this is going to be on, part of it is going to be on the inside of the engine, if I use a piece of junk that's kind of falling back apart, then a piece might fly into the engine, so that's not what I want. So I'm just going to trace it, and we don't want to trace these parts because that wouldn't be good, because this is just basically a cap. Perfect. Alright, so let's take this off. You can see we have a traced version of it on there. And we're going to put it back on here and trace the holes. There we go. You can see that. Now we're going to go cut that out with the bandsaw. Alright, so I cut out the piece of wood here, and I drilled out 2 of the holes since all 4 didn't need to be drilled out. And we can, it went well. So yeah, we can screw these bolts in now. This bolt hole is a little shallow, so I had to put since these are the shortest ones I have, I just put a big nut on it, and then that's like a big washer, a big thick washer. So yeah. Alright, good. So now I don't have to worry about too much water getting in there. It is a bit loose at the corners here, but I think that'll be fine as long as I don't point the water gun into the high pressure water hose in there. Maybe I should drill those out. I think I'll do that. So I think since I already have all the tools set up, might as well not take the chance of getting water in the cylinders. So I think I'll drill those holes out and do the same thing I did. Alright, so I got the other 2 holes drilled, and now we're going to tighten up these bolts here. Oops. This is not the right size of wrench, it's just what I had. There we go. So you can see that it's nice and tight. And we don't want it too tight because this is just wood, right? So you can see that looks good. I'm happy with that. Stop all the stuff from getting in. Good. Alright, so you can see I got the where the radiator went. Got that covered. I need to cover this. I'm going to put the valve cap cover back on before we paint it. And we'll paint it with it on. But basically what I'm trying to do is cover all the spots that I don't want paint. So like here I don't really want paint in my engine, obviously. That I don't want paint where my starter goes. This leads right into the housing here. So I put some washers in there to stop anything from getting in there. So in here, that's not permanent, but yeah. And then just stuff like that. So that's what this is for, just to stop anything from getting into the engine. So that's good. Now we can keep working on taking stuff off. Alright, so next we're going to take off is the generator here, and basically all the wiring stuff, like the wiring harness right here, the generator, the distributor. We're actually going to have another YouTuber on the channel here to help me with that. So I guess he can, when he gets here, we can talk about his channel and then what we're going to do on this tractor. So hopefully he gets here soon. Alright, so as you can see here, the wiring harness should not be on here when we paint, and plus it's old and crummy and there's bare wire here. So I think it's about time to replace this 75-year-old wiring harness. And I'm gonna need some help with this since I don't know too much about electrical stuff. So we have a special guest coming on the YouTube channel today. He's really good at wiring and stuff, and he's gonna help me rewire my tractor. So I thought it'd be good for him to be here while we're he's gonna come out, help me take this off, and then he can when we get the tractor painted, we can make a new wiring harness. So yeah, I hope this goes well, and I guess you'll see who it is in a couple seconds. Alright guys, so the special guest on my channel today to help me with the wiring on my tractor is Mr. Pretty Much Flawless. He runs a YouTube channel on doing electrical stuff, and he also is my brother. So yeah, we're going to start taking off the wiring harness, and if you want to go check out his channel, there will be a link in the description, and at the end of the video you can click on something there at the end screen, and you can go see his channel. And don't forget to subscribe to his channel. Alright, so we're going to start taking off the wiring harness now. Pull that thing. Alright, you might want to use. Yeah, this thing's tough. Done. Alright, that's the wiring harness. Alright, so we got this part of the wiring harness off, and it's all labeled, so that's good. We can just put that down there, and then this is the coil, right, Daniel?
Yep.
Coil, yeah, so the coil, we can just pop this. There we go. Now it's free as well. Yeah, so that's great. And now we just got the whole wiring harness off. Yes. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the wiring harness off. It's all labeled. So after this paint, we paint the tractor. Then Daniel will come back and he'll help us rewire this. So thanks, Daniel, for coming out and helping me get this off and labeling it off. So yeah, he has to go now, but we'll keep on working here. We're probably going to take the distributor off, but I think it's already properly timed, so I don't want to mess that up. So maybe we'll just wait on that until we can mark it somehow with a bright paint marker. But yeah, thanks, Daniel.
Yeah, no problem. See ya.
All right, now I just gotta go put this with all my other stuff.
Cool. All right. Well, that's everything. I'm gonna put that down then.
All right, so that went well. I'm glad my brother could come out and help me take the wiring harness off. You can see this is a lot more open now without the wiring hanging down. I also took off the ammeter and the starter switch. Funny thing, if you don't know if you've never seen a Model M before, original Model M, they don't have keys, so I guess it's just a switch. So anybody could steal your tractor if they knew how to get it running, but I don't know, it's kind of slow. You wouldn't want to steal a John Deere Model M. Also, my brother said that it's not right to cut wiring with scissors, so I guess I should use our wire cutters, but yeah, I'm glad we got that off. Now, like I said, we're going to take off the generator now, and then we're probably going to take off the distributor as well. So yeah, that's great. Also, there's a lot of dirt and stuff in there that I'll show you guys after I clean up a little bit more. Alright, so you can see there's a lot of dirt and stuff in here. There's some peanuts and some washers that might have fell down over there. It's just a bunch of dirt. So we're going to go ahead and clean that all up. And yeah, let's get working on that. Alright, let's see how this works. Good. So now you can see that's all cleaned up, and when I take the power washer, since there's no wiring here anymore, I won't be afraid to blast in there and get the rest of that hardened gunk off. But that's good for now. And I got some dirt off with my screwdriver, and there's some peanuts in there, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, that's great. Alright, so now we're going to start taking off the generator here. You can see it's squeaky. Also, I'd like to paint it. Maybe, I'm not sure. So I'm just going to take it off. It looks kind of simple. There you go. So this is, I think, yeah, it should just come out now. Yep. Alright, so what it does is there's this big piece here that goes through like that, and it screws into this nut. Hopefully you can see that. Screws in there like that. That came out pretty easy. So I'm happy about that. And that goes like that. So that gives us a lot more room to clean up. Good. Alright, so now we're going to work on taking this part off. I'm not sure if oil is going to come spilling out of there when I take it off, so I just in case it got a barrel underneath there for the oil. Not too much though. Good thing I have that barrel or pail underneath. Catch it. Alright. Perfect. Oops. Oh no. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's all spilling out of the where the oil pressure gauge usually goes. So that's too bad. Oh well. I'll just put some of that stuff that picks up oil. It's kind of cool. So good. So let's see if I can save this gasket. There we go, that worked good. Alright, now I can go put this where we keep all of our parts. Alright, so I could take off the distributor right now and have to time it again when I get the tractor running. But since it's perfectly timed right now, I think I'm gonna wait until I bring out some good paint markers, mark that, and then I'll take it off. So I think we're just gonna wait in that, but until then, I think I'm gonna build a cover just like for the exhaust manifold, and just bolt that on there. So that's what we're gonna do now. You guys don't have to watch because you saw what I was doing the first time with the exhaust manifold, but I'll show you the end product. So I'll see you then. Alright, so you can see I got this nice cover on. And instead of using, I don't know, like duct tape or masking tape, this is a lot more heavy duty and you can't really break it as easily. I think I'll also do a round one from here for here, but I don't think I'll take this off in this video. So the last thing I think I'll do in this video, I think this video has probably been pretty long, but I think I'll put on the tires, put it on the ground so it's on its wheels so we can roll it, and then, because we can take this off any old time, but we'll put on the tires, roll it outside, or not this video, we'll just put on the tires, and then we can put it on its wheels and take this off maybe next week, and then we can roll it outside and wash it down. Actually, I don't think I have to put me taking this off in a video. You guys know how to do it. If you don't, I'll just tell it to you. So there's 2 bolts here. Just loosen them off and just the whole thing comes off. But you want to make sure which way it goes in because it's like a slot that it goes in, and you want to be careful with how you put that back in. So let's start putting on the tires again. Alright, so the plan is to put on the tires, roll it outside to the concrete pad, and then we'll take the tires off, get on the pad, then we'll power wash the whole thing because there's a lot of stuff you can't get down here with the tires on. So I actually wanted to try something. I've never had my tires on the wide setting. If you don't know what that means, it's basically the Model M's, you can switch the rims around to make them a little wider. And I'm going to put them on the wide setting because why not? These tires are pretty heavy. I wonder. Good. Do you think you can come and help me with the tire here? Sure. Alright, so this is my brother Matthew, and he's going to help me with the tire. So I guess try lifting it up a little bit. No, like, alright, just lift it up. Bit more. Alright, you got it on one. Good. Now we have to put this through. Good. Now we get the bolts. You came at the perfect time. Good. Off this way. Perfect. See, I got them on the wide setting. Oh, yeah. This is just to roll it out to the manure pad. Also, I'm borrowing James' big drill. He said I could use it the last time. Well, I did it opposite of you. Don't want my view? Yeah. Alright, so now since Matthew's here, we're going to put on the other tire quick, but you guys don't have to watch that since you watch us put on this tire. Alright, so we got the tire on. Thanks for my brother Matthew stopping by to help. You can see the differential there in action. And if I put it in gear, it's a little easier. And you can also see, if I hold this brake, this wheel spins. Yeah, so that's cool. And I guess now, we can put it back on its wheels. And I'll show you, I'm not going to leave, like this is just to drag it out to the manure pad, or the cement pad we use for washing things on, also known as the manure pad. And yeah, so I just want to see what it looked like with these wide settings. I never really liked the wheels on the wide setting on Model M's. It just looked too wide for me. And if you guys own a Model M with the wide setting, I'm not insulting you or anything. Some purposes, let's say you're doing a lot of hillside mowing or something like that, you'd want it on the wide setting. But I just prefer it on the narrow setting. And plus, if I wanted to keep it like this, I'd have to adjust the front. And the front was already adjusted for the narrow. So I'll show you what it looks like. As you can see, it looks very wide compared to, well, maybe you can't see, but it looks a lot wider than it did before. Alright, so now we can put it back down on its four wheels. Actually, with the wheels on the wide setting, I don't think we have to take them off on the manure pad. That's great. I'll show you guys. I'm actually glad I put them on the wide setting now. So don't worry, this drawbar is locked in place. If you see my other videos, I have done, this drawbar does go up and down, but it's locked right now, so don't worry about it. Great. So I'll show you what I mean by I don't think we'll have to take them off on the manure pad. Alright guys, so it's a couple weeks later. I was just finishing up editing this video you just watched, and I realized that I never really took a video of me showing you why I didn't have to take off the tires on when I did the washing. So this is a couple weeks after the video you guys just watched. And the tractor is washed, so you do get a little sneak peek of what it looks like. But you can see with the wheels like this, before these wheels would have been like that, so you couldn't really get in there, which is the main reason why I was washing it. But with the wheels out like this, you can get a lot better room. So the original plan was just to put it on this way because I always wanted to see what it looked like with the wide tires on. But it turned out to be a really good idea because I could now wash inside of the final drives, and then I could also wash the inside, the inside of the rims, because the rims would always be in there. They were all greasy and dirty, so I got a really good wash on them, and so I'm really happy the way it turned out, and it all started just because I wanted to see what it looked like. So yeah, that's great. So I hope you enjoyed part 3 of the series of taking parts off my tractor to get it ready for power washing and painting. Next week we're going to be doing the video on power washing. We're going to take my tractor out to the cement pad that we use for washing things on. We're going to take a power washer and we're going to wash the whole thing up, and then we're going to bring it back inside and keep working on it there. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe and come back next week to see the power washing video. Thanks for watching.